Ben Affleck. I've never had an issue with his acting. I know, like people shit on his acting, but I've never thought he was a bad actor.
I don't think he's a bad actor.
But then again, I didn't watch Geely all the way through. So, but
I had no interest in watching it, but
but that's one of those ones.
People, man.
That's one of those ones where it's like it's just a shitty movie.
Oh, Geely guy's gonna be Batman? Oh, that pissed me off. Like,
yeah, I know.
It's been fucking 15 years, and he's won an Oscar.
I actually have to say, I think this is a rare situation where you and I are now in a similar boat.
Yeah.
In that, for how I feel about, like, Superman, and how I'm never going to get that perfect Superman movie, this is you.
This is me.
With your Batfleck.
Yeah.
And how you're not going to get that perfect Batfleck movie.
I know.
So it's...
So,
hey,
I mean...
welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club.
Did you just read that interview, like, 2 days ago with him?
Yeah.
When he was asked about the Batman? Or Batman?
Yeah.
Where he said, like, I felt like I was going to become an alcoholic again if I kept doing Batman. So I quit. I quit.
Like, his agent was like, dude, this will kill you.
Yeah.
This will fucking kill you. So he's like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
And also, he shit all over the production of Justice League.
Well, can you imagine how frustrating that would be from, like, an actor's standpoint?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I could imagine if you had, like, 80% of this movie finished.
Yeah.
And you were dealing with a single director's vision, and then a horrible tragedy happened, and he had to step out. So then the fucking Warner Brothers was like, sweet! Let's get the guy that made billions or millions of dollars on Avengers 1 and 2. Yeah, billions, actually.
Billions.
Both of them made billions. And, we'll get him to only rewrite a little bit. Mm-hmm. Wink. Oh, hey, Cavill, you gotta come back and reshoot that movie. Hey.
Tom Cruise won't let me shave my mustache.
We don't care. We'll CGI. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Batfleck. Yeah. You stopped working out, eh? Whatever. We'll just put the suit on you. You'll look fat as fuck in it. I don't give a shit. Everybody's great. It's gonna be awesome. I could imagine just being literally like, I thought we were done.
Because he said he had so much fun on Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, like, he said
tons of fun.
Well, I mean, we even talked about this in one of our previous geek shorts or whatever we want to call them.
Yeah,
geek shorts is actually not a bad idea
shorts.
for them. Yeah,
you got your pants, now you got your shorts.
There you go. You can go ahead and use that.
Yeah, I get it.
You can totally use
You don't have to criticize Camcast anymore?
No, I'm fine with if you call it geek shorts and geek pants, I'll shut my mouth. As long as you say, you know what, I came up with geek pants, but Chris came up with geek shorts.
Geek shorts. Totally accidental. In fact, I got it on camera when it happened.
It was totally accidental. But, like, I joke about the 3-hour Camcast, too. I'm fine with the way we do them now. Like I said, it took me a little while to wrap my head around, but I'm fine with it now. I'm saying that on the record.
Yeah, on the record!
On the record. Yeah. On the geek pants, not the geek shorts. But, we talked about how, like, with Snyder's, like, all of his movies made money, right? Mm-hmm. And the movies that came out in and around that time also made money, too, right? The problem is there's no, like, even Aquaman, like James Wan's Aquaman, is very much still within that Snyder sphere.
Oh, very much so.
Okay? I guarantee you Shazam would have been different. Not too much different, though. Mm-hmm. But Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, or Harley Birds of Prey, or Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous...
Whatever it's called this week.
Yeah. Whatever name they've decided to brand it as now.
Yeah.
They might just leave it at, like, Birds of Prey and go...
Yeah.
Just see it. Just watch the movie.
Please watch this.
Ewan McGregor's in it. Remember he was in Star Wars? But they need a Kevin Feige. They need somebody. And Snyder was to be that. Now, it shouldn't have been Snyder, though.
No. Right
from the beginning, it should have been, like, Jeff Johns. Or someone of that same
with
type.
With understanding of the comic. I mean...
Yeah. Someone that could actually sit there and temper Snyder to a point, right? Mm-hmm. So that way, because, like, I mean, Snyder is a visionary. Like, he's a director. Like, he sees this stuff. And whether or not he's a comic book guy doesn't matter to a degree. Yes, I feel like he should have had a better understanding of Superman and Batman. I do feel like that. But that's also part and parcel with the fact that they were writing this with David Goyer, who shouldn't have been anywhere near a Superman movie. Okay? Batman, sure.
Yeah.
You know, his stuff lends itself to that.
Yeah.
Which you can see in, like, the Blade trilogy, although he shouldn't direct, as evidence by Blade 3. Right? But that's what I mean. Like, you get a guy like Jeff Johns or someone like him who can kind of say, okay, hold on. Look, this is all great. This is all great. I see where you're coming from. But can we do this? Or how about this? Or maybe don't do that at all because just trust me on this. That kind of thing. Because, like Feige's the overseer.
Yeah.
So Feige's the one that ultimately is the guy that will also go to battle when people are like, no. Because remember there was the one dude, Perlmutter, who was like, no Black Panther. No Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It was absolutely insane that he said no to Black Panther and Captain Marvel. But he's like, no. And then Feige's like, it's fucking, or no, what was it? It was Iron Man in Civil War. He was like, no, Iron Man can't be in Civil War. No, fuck that. And Feige was like, just do it. And then finally, like, they did it and Perlmutter got out. Like, I think he was forced out.
Well, yeah, because Disney bought Marvel.
Disney owned Marvel and Avengers.
No, Avengers was still Paramount.
That's right. Avengers was Paramount, but like with Phase
2, Disney took over, but they kind of just let the guys run their own thing.
That's the point where, like, they stepped in too and they backed Feige and they were like, no.
Exactly, yeah.
And then they got him out.
Yeah.
So that the guy that just recently kind of stepped down to sort of allow for more focus for the Disney Plus swooped in. But, like, you need a guy like that who can actually sit there, like, even say to Warner Brothers, like, hey, just fuck off, all right? Just fuck off. Yes, you're funding this. Yes. But, okay, come on. You gave us a checklist that we have to hit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let us do our own version of the Avengers.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We don't need to rush it. Because when they announced Justice League so soon after Batman v Superman, you and I both were like, oh.
Yeah, boom. Bad.
Ooh.
Bad.
Oof.
Why aren't you doing the other guys' movies first?
And every couple of camcasts, we talk about how, like, well...
We really do. Every few camcasts, Justice League comes up somehow.
It's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker because, but, like, you know, if you would have shifted Justice League...
Yeah.
And then still, like I said, you still do Wonder Woman, and you still do Aquaman, because I still maintain that is the most surprising billion-dollar movie.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I mean... Batman v Superman was a slam dunk, and yeah, they managed to fuck that one up. Not Snyder's fault. That's a Warner Brothers thing. But for them to immediately follow that up with Justice League without establishing these other characters, which was the genius of Phase 1. Phase 1 gave you all these movies. In fact, gave you 2 Iron Man movies. But still, you knew who Iron Man was, Captain America, and Thor, and by proxy, Black Widow, and Hawkeye, and Coulson. You knew all the main, and Hill, and Nick Fury. You knew all the major players before Avengers came out, but the other beautiful part about Avengers was that they also did it in such a way that if you didn't watch any of those movies, or you watched some of those movies, but not all of them, you could watch that movie and still go, oh yeah, I get it. I get it, because they give you a quick refresher.
Yep.
Justice League is just fucking shitty. It should have been so much better. It should have been the slam dunk that Batman v Superman should have been too. But it should have been like, oh, Batman v Superman did $1 billion? Justice League did $2 billion? That's incredible. And I think it would have done a lot better if A, Snyder finished it. Snyder Cut. Release it. B, they pushed it until after. Because like Batman v Superman does a great job of establishing this Batman.
Yeah.
Okay. It does a little bit more tweaks with Superman, but the killing of him is perfect to resurrect in Justice League, so that when you get that version, the closer to best version of Superman, yeah, you're like fucking right.
Yeah.
And then in between, you've got Wonder Woman, you've got Aquaman, and that's it. You didn't maybe Flash, but they're dragging their feet on Flash so badly that there's no point.
I don't know if it'll ever happen.
I don't think
it's got like the 4th director attached to it now, I think. I don't know.
You know what? I'll direct the Flash.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yep, I'll direct it, and I'll oversee the writing as well.
Mm.
And you'll be my second man to help me with that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if anyone's just thrown their hat or name in a hat, why not?
Why not?
Why not be us?
Real comic fans writing the Flash.
Right.
Yeah. First step, no Flashpoint.
Second step.
Nope.
Read all the Flash comic books because we don't really have a working knowledge of the Flash.
No.
I actually stopped watching the Flash TV show.
If I wrote a Flash movie right now, it'd just be a copy of the show, bro.
I watched the first couple episodes of this season, and I haven't since.
Yeah? I haven't caught up in like 3 years. I got so much CW.
It's not even that. It's just I stopped watching it. Oh, here's another little quick tidbit. Remember how it was kind of like Titans season 2? Mm-hmm. I watched it the once. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched it since.
I'm 3/4 through right now.
How do you think it? How do you feel? On the second, is it second season?
Second season.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I don't like it as much as first so far.
You know what it was? Like in the first one, I was like, yeah, and then I was saying to you, I feel like it's a redone. Like it's a redo. Yeah. It's still very much a redo. Like, oh, you're about halfway through, so he's not Nightwing yet.
They just introduced. I'm on the second episode after Slade's daughter was introduced.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
I think about maybe just a little over halfway.
Yeah. I don't know. I want, like, I mean, obviously the third season's coming out. Mm-hmm. So hopefully at this point they now look back at 2 seasons and then go, okay, all right, I think we know what we're doing now. Like, if they're going to go on patrol, they're going to be in costume. Like, if it's Dick Grayson and he's not Nightwing, okay, fine.
Yeah. But if it's Dick Grayson fighting crime, why aren't you at least wearing your Robin suit?
Not even that. No. Thematically, he doesn't wear his Robin suit. Okay. So he's still kind of figuring himself out. Mm-hmm. But Hawk and Dove, 2 of the coolest looking, like, live-action show costumes, okay, that don't really do too much of that Arrow stuff, which, and I'll give props to Arrow. A lot of their costumes look really, really good and functional and practical. But Hawk and Dove look like superhero costumes. Yeah. Practical at the same time. Never wear them. No. Twice, I think, in season 2. Maybe 3 times. And I'm not...
I think I've only seen Dove wear hers this season so far.
If we're without including flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without including flashbacks, 2, maybe 3 times. Although I did not like Aqualad's costume.
I haven't seen him yet.
I don't like his costume.
Okay.
And it's fairly comic accurate.
Yeah.
But it's also just one of those where I realize how shitty looking the costume is, like, in retrospect. Like, they could have went...
It's an awful costume.
The Tempest version, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is an awful costume. Yeah. They could have went with, like, a Tempest version, or they could have rejiggered it. They could have looked at Young Justice and went that route. Mm-hmm. There's ways they could have made it look cooler, but it literally looks like he's wearing a shirt and a pair of pants.
Oh, so he just fits in with the rest of them.
but it's a costume, like, you can tell. Like, it's not just like this and that. It's like, it's his action suit, or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Yeah, but, like, in terms of resonance, the first season was better. Like, I remember more. I watched it more. I wanted to watch it more. Yeah. Whereas now, I'm like, I only really want to watch the Nightwing stuff.
There's too many TV shows on TV right now.
Especially because The Boys Season 2 is on the cusp of coming out. Can't wait to binge watch that one in like a weekend.
It's too many, man. I just finished Lock and Key.
I have not even started that one.
It was good. I enjoyed it. But, like, Adrian's like, is this based on a comic? I'm like, yeah. And she goes, why is there so many TV shows on comics now? Like, because there's a lot of good comics out there, and everyone's just flooding the market at the same time, I guess.
Yeah, because Umbrella Academy Season 2 has come out.
October Faction came out.
I haven't even watched that one yet.
It's
on my list, but...
It's not... I didn't like it.
I think I started to watch it, but it was one of those, like, it's late at night type deals, and I was just like, I'll check it out later. And then I saw the trailer, or, like, the Netflix teaser trailer, whatever, and I was just kind of like, no, I'm good. I don't think I'm going to watch it. It didn't grab me. And then knowing that it's a comic book as well, I was just kind of like, oh, it doesn't... That's not a selling point for me. Like, I don't give a shit if it's a comic book or not. If it's good, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Like, the first season of Happy was really good.
Yeah.
But I haven't checked out the second one yet.
I couldn't get into Happy.
No, eh?
But then I couldn't get into the comic either. I tried the comic before the show.
I actually, I tried the comic book after the show.
Yeah.
And I'm actually glad that I just watched the show. The show was good. It's a crazy fucking bonkers take. But, but I haven't checked the second one out because it's one of those where, like, yeah, sure, there's a lot out there, but, like, do I want to devote my time to that, I guess, is really is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Even though I really like... But I almost feel like I like the first one so much that I don't know how well they can match it, let alone beat that first season. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like, when you watch Deadpool and you watch Deadpool 2 and you're like, Deadpool 2 is really good.
But the first is better.
The first is better because you hadn't seen anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, wow, yeah. Whereas, like, in the second one, you're like, there's really cool sequences that are, like, really awesome, and Cable was awesome, and Juggernaut was awesome, and Domino was awesome, and the whole fucking luck sequence that they were shitting on the entire time it was happening was awesome. But was the story better than the first one? No. So that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, they can't all be like The Dark Knight, right? Or Guardians 2, right?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know if Guardians 2 is better than Guardians.
Winter Soldier.
Yes, like Winter Soldier, where you're just like, man, that's so fucking great.
Yeah.
And Civil War was awesome.
Civil War was awesome.
But story-wise, Winter Soldier kicks the shit out of it.
You can throw as many Avengers on that battlefield at the airport that you want.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier's fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. That's a prime example. Okay, well, a couple of cuts on this one.
Yeah, well, hey, I think I just fit another episode into the end there.
Sure.
All right,
this time you cut it, okay? You cut it.
Go for it?
Yeah, you do it.
Thanks a lot, everyone, for joining us today. You can check us out on social media.
You stumble a bit, son of a bitch.
I stumbled. You know what it was? Okay. You know what it was? You went like this, and I was watching your reaction on there, and it made me laugh.
Yes! All right,
okay. Again, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. That's our podcast. You can listen to those over there. They're really cool. GeekPantsMedia.com. We're also there. And then right here, YouTube. Chris and Ken.
I don't like how you actually made a point of looking at me like, see, I could do it.
Yeah, in your face.
Yeah, in your face while you're trying to look all smug.
Suck it.
Suck it.